Hi guys, welcome to this new demo session. My name is Ivano Bergamaschi. I am a technical consultant working for ServiceNow, and I'm here today to show you a new ServiceNow application designed to be a simple, reliable and flexible QR code generator. As we know, the QR code is the trademark for a type of matrix barcode or two-dimensional barcode that has become popular in the last years. A QR code, like this one, consists of black modules, square dots, arranged in a square grid on a white background, which can be read by an imaging device such as a camera. Typically, a smartphone is used as a QR code scanner, displaying the code and converting it to some useful form, such as a standard URL for a website. The new app has been designed with the idea to give the end user the functionality of generate QR codes from table records, print the QR codes, and using a scanner, be redirected automatically inside ServiceNow to the proper URL showing the right record. After this quick intro, we can finally have a look to the app. After installing the package downloaded from Share, the system will show a new application named QR Code on the left side navigation bar, as you can see here. The new element will be visible and available only for admin user or user with a specific role. The new role is QR Code Admin and will be installed with the application. The new module visible, named QR Code Properties, will show all the available options to configure the QR code generation. But before to analyze different properties, I like to show how to enable the QR code generation for a table. As a default condition, the QR code generation is not enabled for any table inside the system. So, if you want to generate QR code for a specific table or for specific records inside the table, you need first of all to go inside the Tables module under System Definition and activate the QR code generation on the tables you want. A good example can be any table related with CMDB, because we can use the QR code generation to generate a QR code, print the QR code, and then stick the QR code on the specific CI. So in case we need to check what are the components or details of that specific physical CI, it will be possible to scan the QR and check inside ServiceNow what are the details of the CI itself. A good example can be any of these tables. So CMDB CI server is a good one. If we open the servers table, it's possible now to see that there is a viable and new field. The new field is defined as QR active. So if we tick the tick box and we save, the servers table will be now enabled to generate QR codes. So if we go back and search for the servers list inside the configuration module, will be now available a new UI action defined as generate QR. On the other hand, if we open one of the detail record, so in this case this particular server, we will be able to see a new link defined as generate QR. Clicking on the link will generate the QR code. As you can see here, it will be also possible to print the QR just clicking the button available, print this page. So this will show you the print page, and will be possible to define what is the layout or format and print the QR code. One of the interesting functionality of the application is to define and add a label inside the QR code. So even with the label, the QR code absolutely will work. And this is very helpful when we have to print a long list of QR codes. So if we go back to the list, in this case a list of all the servers, okay, and we select, I don't know, specific type of servers with Linux, Red Hat, operating system. And maybe we want like specific type of server, maybe an Iris one. Okay, will be possible now to generate the proper list of QR codes related with the right CIs. So in this case, instead of printing just one, we will be able to print a list of CIs. So if we move, this will be the result. And as you can see, is very helpful because in this case we don't need to print each single QR code, but we'll be able to print a list of QR codes, exactly the same amount of QR codes related with the query we executed against the specific table. These are the main functionalities available for the QR code generation application. You will be able to find more detailed instructions in order to configure the different properties on the documentation always available on Share. Very important information about the application is the fact that it's fully compatible with the old ServiceNow versions. In fact, if we go inside the QR code properties, one of the properties available will be the retro compatibility tick box. So if you have installed this particular application on Berlin, Calgary, or Dublin, if you tick the tick box, automatically the application will work even on that specific old versions. On the other hand, the application has been configured and prepared to work with no issue and no other type of configuration on Eureka and the new Fuji release. Thank you for your time and have fun with ServiceNow.